All right, here's the young Ben Hogan. Dapper as usual. Beautiful tailored outfits. He always had his pants tailored, the shoes perfect. Put an extra spike in there. In case you didn't know, he put one extra spike in his shoes to help with grip. Nothing left unturned. Okay, so watch this swing here. Beautiful action there. Waggling away, and there he goes. So one of the interesting things here, if you take a look at the club head here, you're going to see how Ben is waggling and waggling before this shot here. His feet are moving, right? Club is twitching around in his wrist joints. And then right before he goes, he starts to slide the club, which is on the toe a little like Dustin Johnson, right out there. Now take a look at his forearms up there. I'm kind of doing this back and forth for you to be able to see this. That's his trigger move before he takes it away. And then she goes. So you need to find your trigger move, and that could be something that you like too. Just a little tiny stretching of the arms right before you leave the ball with your club. So Ben had a weak right hand or a right hand up on top, which creates a lot of hinging at the top of this backswing. You'll see it. Club below parallel. And then on the way down, what I wanted to show you, especially on this video, was the angle of the shaft coming down, of course, on plane, just like that. Ben, obviously, with the 5 Lessons book and that pane of glass, a swing pane, if you will, of glass, he's right on that sucker directly to the ball. And it's he doesn't throw his body out of the way. In other words, he's not pitching his hips up and out this way. He's not pulling his head back while he's doing that to create force. He is definitely firing those hands down and arm straightening the right elbow. And that would be a good drill for you guys down on your game, is to uh, make sure you access that right arm as a right-hander and unload a ball on top of this ball. So you could take a golf ball in your hand and just throw it right down to the ball you're trying to hit. For Ben, when he's showing you this kind of spear the fish move down here or javelin throw at the ball, it's just keeping the lag and the shaft in line with the direction of the hands on plane. So it gives you like a free ride down to the ball in line with the shaft on plane. So creating a lot of speed, a ton. I don't know if you've ever viewed it that way, but his body is over the ground, his hips are clearing out of the way, and his upper body is slightly to the right of the hips if you were looking at him face on, making room for that beautiful side bend of Ben Hogan right there. That's just gorgeous. So just wanted to pull a few things together for you to kind of cipher through. And you can see he's in his posture here, right? He's tilted over the ground. He's on the tush line back there. Head is in place. Now watch. As he unravels, he goes through that zone, and now his body spirals up to the beautiful Hogan finish with his elbows, yep, higher than his head. Okay, that was cool.
Hogan's 5 Lessons, Ben Hogan. That's what we're all about today, the modern fundamentals of golf. Ben's right hand on that club was really on top with the soft arm like this. The elbow was almost pointing to you guys, the camera right here. So he wasn't tucked in. Had it out here like this. That would promote a real rotated club face going back, a whip, and of course, that nice neutral club face. Let's give it a shot. All right, so here's the waggle. club head going inside, right elbow tucking, the hand straightening out here, flattening the wrist, club going a little bit to the target, handle I mean. Here we go. That's a honey right for the flag, baby. Yeah, that was good. A lot of whip there. Be surprised. Now, for those of you that get that grip situated where it's maybe a little bit turned to the right and then matching with the right hand under a little bit, you won't be able to get the forearm rotation like this, like Hogan does. His arm actually is bent a little over here. This wrist is a little bent as well. The grip is very neutral here, the thumb straight down. This one's on top a lot with the crease going to the left eye. He had trouble with hooking. You figure out a grip that really works, and also, in my opinion, creates more elasticity of the forearm, stretching of the muscles, tendons, and such in here, and snap back. If it goes one way, it's going to go the other. That's what that last shot for me just did. So anybody that's got the little bit more stronger grips, you're going to hinge, and you better be using a pivot coming through. I'm going to do that for you right now. You'll see a completely different setup look. The elbow's tucked, the right hand's under, this one's turned over, and then all I got to do is cock it on plane. Club face is done, then I'm going to pivot through. Let's see how we go. Right, so nice. That was a bigger divot. I mean, it's still a great shot. Two completely different actions from different grips. Work. Golf machine would call this a 10-2D. Turn it like this, right hand a bit under. All you do is cock that thumb into the lifeline, which cocks it right on plane like this. Pivot back, drive through. So there's that. We'll go back to Hogan real quick so you get it. On top here like this, more of a rotation of this right forearm, an elbow tucking, swinging the club back on plane, a lot of velocity, and more neutral club face. There you go. So I offer you to try both. Get back to me and see how you guys do, you know. You got to try stuff, explore a little bit, put it into play, really do it under pressure, you know. If I don't have some whipping going on with my long irons, you know, and that freedom going like I did with Hogan's swing, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it fast enough going in the air, you know, if I'm trying to hold it and drive through with that face a little bit closed. So